York Knicks, baby. Let's talk. Let's talk, baby. You know I'ma represent for my squad, bro. It just took me a minute. I needed a couple days, you feel me? Let's talk, baby. Let me pause this dope joint, Mac 1, as always. Dropping them gems. Good evening, people, Knicks fans, sports fans, etc. I'm here to talk to y'all about my New York Knickerbockers, and I'm going to definitely tap in on that John Morant situation. So let's just start what we need to start first. Let me take these off and start talking to y'all, man. God bless everybody, man. I want to start out by saying New York Knicks had a 45-37 record. Not the greatest record, but if you would have told me in the beginning of the year that would have been our record, I would have took that and ran with it. We ended up third place in the Atlantic Division, 10 games behind Boston, behind Philly, third place. You would have told me that I would have ran with that too. Fifth in the conference, behind Milwaukee, Boston, Philly, Cleveland, and then us. I would have took that too. Ended up 11 games out of the conference. So we definitely graduated and improved severely without no real star. I mean, not that Jalen Brunson ain't show out, but nobody expected that. I mean, he got 100 M's for 4 years. That was a steal of a deal. And now that we on Jalen Brunson, we were lucky to get him. And I feel we got to do everything we could do now while we got him under that contract of 100 M's for 4 years, because after these 4 years, he going to really want the bag. So we're going to have to make some dramatic moves this off season. I want to start off by saying we beat the Cleveland Cavaliers in the playoffs. I liked them to beat Cleveland. We was underdogs. Cleveland was up 4th seed. We beat them in 5 games convincingly. We out-hustled them. We wanted it more. And we beat Donovan Mitchell and company 4-1. I mean, that alone, me being a Knicks fan, I'm speaking for me only, did it for me for the year. All I wanted to do was not only make the playoffs, because we had done that a couple years ago, but then we lost to the Hawks in the first round. I wanted to clear a round. Now, of course I wanted Miami. Miami was 7th seed. We were favored in that series. Of course I wanted them. But they beat us in all cylinders. I mean, they out-coached us, outplayed us, out-hustled us. And that's where I'm really upset at. And I'm going to go with the coaching. I feel Spoelstra did a way better job than Tibbs. I mean, Tibbs a lot of times had like a writer's block or something, because there was many times I seen him having Grimes, on Butler. Like, he had weak defenders on Jimmy Butler. You don't do that. There's no excuse for doing that. At worst, you double him up. They put in a weak defender on him. I mean, he had blocks, so many stuff going on. And then we're lacking shooting, and we got a great shooter, a two-guard in Fournier in the bench, and he never uses him. Why? Because he's in the doghouse or something? I mean, one thing about Tibbs, he's old school beyond old school. You have to try different stuff. All the coaches do it now. I mean, they mix their lineups up. They go small, they go big, they go long. Tibbs is just going to stick to what he sticks to. And then if it ain't working, he's still going to run with it. You know what I mean? No, you have to make in-game adjustments. And that's the biggest knock I got on Tom Thibodeau. Great coach, a leader of men. But he came up real short this series. Now, I'm calling for his seat? No. I'm not calling for his job. But yes, somebody has to talk to him and tell him, Tibbs, you got to open up that playbook from time to time. You did not make the adjustments you needed to make. You did not. And you failed us in leading us to win this series. Because even though we played that bad, we still won 2 games. We got outscored outplayed. We lost 4-2. Like I said, we stormed by the Cavs. I loved them against Miami. And, being down 3-1, then getting that game at the Garden, and then playing a close game 6. Not that it mean anything. A loss is a loss, but I like that we ain't get run out the building like Phoenix and the Sixers, etc. You know what I mean? We bought out, lost by 4 points. That shows some class for me. But I'm going to give y'all some statistics. In the series against Cleveland, we scored 96.6 points a game. 99.6, let me say it correct. We only gave up 94.2. Our defense was remarkable. Against the Heat, we scored 100 points a game. But this is the differential. This is why I tell you he had the block going. We gave up 104.3. So basically, we gave up 8 more points to a Heat team that seems like they got less, what's the word I'm looking for? Less shooters, less scorers than the Cavaliers. But yet, the Heat average more points per game. And that's mostly because of out-hustling us, beating us to the spot, lazy defense, putting them on the foul line, etc. Like I said, Tibbs went from a dramatic coaching series to a horrible coaching series. You understand? And not only that, the players didn't step up. Julius Randle, a guy that I personally like. I know he's not a number one. See, I see him as a 3-2. That's why I like him. I think if we get these guys for the Knicks, like let's say, I'm not going to say we're going to get Giannis, but let's say we get like a Giannis or a Big Cat or Jaylen Brown, where you can move him in front of Randle and drop Randle back maybe to 3. Brunson would be 2. I think Randle would be perfect. But when you got Randle out there trying to be your number one, because it's hard for Brunson to be number one, though he averaged the most points. I think he dropped 240 pieces. God bless Jalen Brunson on a bad ankle, too. On a bad ankle, Brunson showed out. The thing with Julius Randle is not only, you average 25 for the season, 10 boards, and then in the playoffs, you average 16.6. No bueno. No bueno. You can't go backwards when we need you, and we needed you the most. And then your body language is horrible. That's why people want you out. People want you out. They done with you. I'm basically done with them, not because of the performance, because the body language really did it for me. And then when they asked them why you guys are losing and why are we getting, beat to the punch, how you going to say they wanted more? You don't say that, dog. Even if it's factual, you don't say that. You just say they getting lucky on the loose balls. You don't admit to those shit like that, dog. That's why people want you out ASAP. ASAP. And if it's any big trade, I definitely want you part of that big trade to bring in a star. Now, I don't want to let you go for nothing because I know at the end of the day, you're a decent ball player being put in the position you need to be put in like a number 2, 3, not a number 1. Julius Randle's never a number 1 to me. I don't know why y'all get that fucked up. He's a 3, maybe a 2. And he could be very explosive on any other team as a 3. I'm telling you, as a 3, you don't get the double teams. You get the less better defender on him. He will do work. But a number 1, no. And let me give you some other numbers. Brunson averaged 24.4 for the season, 27 in the playoffs, and 30-something, 31, I think, against Miami. With a bum ankle, hats off, salute to Jalen Brunson, bro. Salute for him. I am thankful we got him. R.J. Barrett, you guys got to understand, I'm not going to make no excuses for him. He shitted the bed the last game, shot 1 for 10. Managed to still get about 8-9 points via foul shots. Didn't show up last game, but the kid is only 22 years old. So I'm going to work with him. He's going to go through this. Kobe Bryant went through this. John Starks went through this. And this guy's way more younger, man. 22 years old. I love the fact if you keep Barrett and make him like, your third scorer after Randall's gone, then Brunson, Brunson second, and whatever star we get at one, then I love Barrett in those conditions. I love R.J. Barrett. Decent defender, got length, not the best outside shooter, can drive, makes his foul shots. Barrett is a quality player, but he might be wanted via trade with Randall. So he might be part of a package if we make a trade. And last but not least, Josh Hart. I love Josh Hart. He could come off the bench. He can start. Very close with Brunson. Him and Brunson got a lot of continuity way back from Villanova. I think he's very electric. I like him off the bench. You want to keep Josh Hart off the bench. This guy brings electricity off the bench. Let me see what else I could tap in. Okay, let's get in case we make a trade. Of course, we're going to want the Greek Freak, but let's be realistic. We're not going to get the Greek Freak. And if he does become available, do you even know what they're going to want to, for his services? They're going to definitely want Randall, Barrett. They're going to want Quickly. They're going to want Marcus Robinson. And they're going to want like 2 number ones. That is depleting what we're trying to build on. I love the Greek Freak, but you can't give all this up for him. And they're going to want that. I think a more realistic pickup might be getting Big Cat from Minnesota, who are not going to be able to move Rudy Gobert, because Rudy Gobert, first of all, it cost them a lot. And they're not going to just trade him and get half of what he cost them. Gobert is a really good defender, good center, not really a scorer, but they already tried to Gobert Cat. It's not going to work. Now, they wish they could keep Cat and get rid of Gobert, but they're going to lose big time with Gobert. So I think they're going to keep Gobert, as the big man, because he is a big man and he's decent, and try to get the max for Big Cat. Now, Big Cat ain't going to cost us as much as Giannis, but I could see us giving up Randall, Robinson, and maybe Quickly for the services of Big Cat. And, of course, 2 number 1 picks. So y'all going to be like, yeah, that's not enough. You throw in the 2 number 1s, that would be enough. Now, that's still a lot. But I can see us, if we give up Randall, Robinson, and Quickly, we still keeping the core of our team. With Barrett, Brunson, Josh Hart still going to be there. Then if we get, let's say we get Big Cat, maybe got to utilize Fournier or maybe trade Fournier or add him in a trade. But we'll still have our core. But if you're going after Giannis, you're going to break that core. So we're going to have to make a move but the thing is, I don't want to deplete what we build and offer with these young guys. But we already know we're going to go to that next level to beat Philly or to beat Boston. This team right here is not going to do it. We're not deep enough. You see how Boston and Philly had that great 7-game series. I mean, that was a war zone right there, bro. And salute to both those teams for a great series. But we're not going to beat either or. We could probably beat Miami, but we're not going to be we can't even beat Milwaukee, to be quite frankly. So we're going to have to make a splash. But we're going to have to make a splash where we're giving up not the core of what was working this year. We're going to have to give up something. Randall for sure. Maybe Marcus Robinson, Quickly, maybe R.J. Barrett. But we got to keep Brunson. Pick up the new guy, keep some bench guys. Thibodeau, I'll give him another year. He is decent unless there's somebody out there better, which I don't know right now. But don't be mad at the New York Knicks. Appreciate their season. Appreciate what we accomplished. Did we end it like we wanted it to? No. I'll be the first to tell you. You see, but I didn't go in with high expectations. So that's why it's easy for me, to absorb this. And like I said, in my mind, we cleared the first round and we cleared it convincingly and we beat a higher seed. And not only that, we didn't get swept in the next round. Now, that would have kind of killed what we did in the first round if Miami would have swept us. Yes, we got beat up. Yes, we got outplayed. Yes, we got out hustled. But we still lost 4-2, and we lost by 4 points in the last game. So that's a lot to take into next season for the New York Knickerbockers. But like I said, we're going to have to make a splash. We're going to have to. Salute to my New York Knicks, 40 years plus fan. I got other stuff I could have brung up, but I don't want to overkill. I just got right to the point and where I needed to get to. And also, like I said, major salute for the brass and the year that Jalen Brunson had, because this might be one of the best steals we ever made. Because this guy had $100 million for 4 years. That playoff run he just had where he averaged 30-something against Miami. Mind you, we only averaged 100 points. He averaged 30, and he's a point guard that nobody expected him to be putting numbers like Iverson or Isaiah Thomas, you know what I mean, Stephon Marbury. Nobody expected that. He's the quiet assassin with a bum ankle. Just do the math on that. With a bum ankle. Salute to Jalen Brunson and the New York Knicks. Now, before I hang this up, I want to tap in on a subject. A young boy who's making critical mistakes. A lot of people dogging him on social media, which I totally understand. And that's John Morant. I mean, I seen a video with Kwame Brown, and I'm really surprised. I love Kwame Brown, his take on how he talks on his podcast. He's real, man. He's real and he's smart. Well, he literally called him a dumb ninja. But he said the original word. I don't want to add that word on my platform because it's a word I'm really trying to get rid of because of worldwide. In my hood, people know why I say it. It's all good to go. But worldwide, it's not a word you want to utilize. But he called him that about 4 or 5 times. And I understand the frustration, him being a brother. And then you got a younger brother who's out of the hood, got the bag, 231 M's, and is literally throwing it away. And this guy got skills beyond skills. This guy's skills is so remarkable. If he keeps improving year by year, he could go down as one of the best. I mean, he jumps out the gym. He can hit every shot. He can cross anybody over. I mean, Morant's basketball skills is second to nothing. But he lacking membrane, dog. You just got a huge break that you easily could have been suspended a year when you had a gat up in the club and they caught you. And the league was nice enough to let you come back and play in the playoffs. In less than 2 months, you and your boy in a car and you flashing another gat. Oh, man. Instead of calling you what Kwame called you, I'm going to call you Dumb and Dumber because you went from doing something extremely dumb to something dumber. Like, it's sad, and I don't know his pops to me to talk upon his pops. I don't even know him. But from the information that I pull and I see, I said it before, his pops is more like his homeboy than his pops. His pops, and it's going to be hard for his pops to try to play pops after he's been playing his homeboy forever. Morant's not going to take him serious. But somebody needs to sit this boy down because if he didn't already fuck up that bag, because if Grizzlies got all the right now to drop him. Now, it's going to be an expensive drop because, I mean, they'll hold on to their money. But if Morant could turn it around and go to any other team, he can help a team with a chip. He's that good. He's that good. But the Grizzlies right now have the opportunity because of those 2 mistakes to drop him clean, like clean. So I'm thinking they're going to do that because if you acknowledge the Grizzlies, they have a great record without Morant. That's not to say they better without him because I think with him, they have a chance to go deep. Without him, they can just get there. But they might just be looking to go elsewhere and sign another superstar because who gets 2 gun charges in a couple of months, dog? Like, how do you not learn from this? You sat down with high authorities. You, from my understanding, he went to some classes. And you in a joint flashing a gap, my man? Come on, John. What we doing, fam? You know how hard it is to make it? I'm here flipping, trying to make it. You here throwing the shit away. And I'm bugging out how dudes like you get blessed and don't appreciate the blessings when there's a lot of motherfuckers that will take them blessings and run with it. Because obviously what you putting out, you're not appreciating your blessings until they strip you. Then you're going to really be in the hood and you're going to really see if you hood or not. Because these hood dudes are going to put you to test, bro. I'm telling you right now. Right now they laughing at everything you saying. They your man because you got that bag. As soon as the bag is stripped, you're going to see these devils come out like you never seen in your life. And you're going to pray to God. You're going to pray to God that you get some kind of other opportunity, maybe in the G League or maybe where Steph was playing at in China. You're going to pray to God because you're not taking your blessings and running with it. You know, you got guys trying to get out the hood. You trying to get in the hood. Dumb and Dumber, dog. I'm not going to call you a dumb black ninja. I'm not going to do that. I'll let Kwame Brown call you that. You dumb and dumber, and you about to lose your bag and lose opportunity of playing in the NBA, period. And with that, y'all hold your heads. New York Knicks for life. And I hope the best for Ja Morant, because he is a young boy at the end of the day. Hold your heads, y'all. Al York Sports, the raw truth.